This weekend, Simpson Productions will host its 18th annual Festival of Short Plays. The festival will be held at the Amphitheater in Memorial Park in Indianola, Iowa.
FSP is part of the theater major capstone, so every senior theater major has to have a leadership position in FSP. I'm a director. We have a costume designer who's a senior and a set designer who's a senior and 2 other directors.
This is the first in-person event for Simpson Productions since COVID first began.
Which this year our seminar class was made up of 5 people, and we came to these 3 plays which nobody said no on. Everyone said either maybe or yes.
Suppressed Desires is about a married couple. One of them is an architect, and they're very high life, and they're all about bourgeois and all this. And the wife has gotten really into psychoanalysis, and she's constantly trying to figure out everything that's wrong with her husband. And her sister comes for a visit.
So the play I'm directing is Faye Ellert's The Undercurrent, and it was written in 1938, and it is, at first glance, kind of revolving around this girl whose name is Annie. It follows an encounter where Annie's personal life outside of the home kind of gets brought into the light, and she has to deal with the after effects of what that does to her relationship with the different members of her family. I ended up really wanting to direct this one, while the other 2 directors were like, we'd rather direct the Susan Glaspell plays, one of those. And I said, hey, that's great, because I really connected with this one and like the family aspect of it and the intricacies of families and then outsiders coming in and seeing the interactions between a family. This will all be presented over a 3-day period, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the weekend of April 16th.
My favorite part with directing is the moments when we figure out something. I love figuring out the whole thing is a puzzle to me. My brain is very analytical, and I did engineering and math and stuff in high school, so I'm very kind of left brain. But then when I get to be directing, I'm doing my theater work and all this, and so I see it as a really big puzzle, and for me it's like a challenge to figure out, okay, if they move here, does that mean they have to go there? And like just figuring out how it all naturally comes together and finding those really fun moments. There's always those rehearsals where you're really struggling, and then suddenly something happens and everything sort of switches, and it's like, oh my God, it just everything kind of falls into place.
But unsuppressed desire to leave her husband.
From SCTV, this is Amelia Shafer.